Central London now, where we can speak to the travel writer Jill Starley-Granger. A very good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Travel disruption is always a concern at this time of year. Is it expected to be any worse than usual?
It's not really expected to be worse than usual because Network Rail is in the middle of 5 years of upgrades that they have been doing over the festive period pretty regularly. So if you've been on the trains in the last few years over the Christmas period, you'll probably have experienced this. So, of course, there are no trains operating on Christmas Day. Boxing Day will have a distinctly reduced service. So I would say when it comes to the trains, you just need to check the Network Rail website, networkrail.co.uk/Christmas has all of the latest information.
As you say, there is that extensive engineering work taking place on Network Rail from Sunday until the 1st of January. But those memories of chaotic scenes for rail passengers around Christmas remain in my mind from just a few years ago. People queuing along the platform outside of stations trying to get home. It makes it even more distressing it happening at Christmas, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And so, yes, there is a massive increase in disruptions over the Christmas period, but it will be similar to recent Christmases. So, for example, in London, Victoria Station will be closed. Paddington Station will be closed. In Edinburgh, Waverley is being closed on New Year's Day. Glasgow Central on New Year's Day. There are various train station closures around Bristol. So it is going to cause lots of problems for lots of travellers. So you can't just assume that your normal train journey will be fine. You need to go and check that website and make sure that the trains are running. But what's more, because of all the closures, stations such as Clapham Junction in London will be incredibly busy. So you can't even assume that you can get on the train that you think you can get on unless you have reserved a ticket. So if you haven't reserved in advance, make sure you get to the train station extra early so that if you can try to get the train before you were planning to get, and if you can't get on that one, hopefully you'd get the next one.
Let's talk Gatwick, if we can, Jill. How much more has that exacerbated things this year?
So I just spoke with Gatwick Airport and they said that actually almost everything will be back to normal by tomorrow. They've put on loads of extra staff to try to help manage it, and realistically, of course, it has caused huge chaos over the last couple of days, but they've done a really good job at getting everything back to normal. And they said that they aren't even recommending now that people come to the airport extra early. So it would normally be around 2 hours for short haul flights, 3 hours for long haul flights, and they're saying actually that's still what they recommend. Getting to the airport, however, will be more problematic, just as it will be for getting to Heathrow because of those station closures at Victoria, Paddington, and also reduced services at Waterloo. So if you want to get to Gatwick, you are going to have to go to either London Bridge or Blackfriars if you want to get the train, or you need to figure out another option.
Jill, thank you very much indeed for your advice today. Have a very good Christmas.
Thank you.